guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving a quick update on our Disney dining reservations for our Christmas trip to Disney World. I just got finished making the reservations yesterday morning. I've been waking up at like 5 to 6 every single morning. And I did run into a couple of hiccups and didn't get everything exactly the way that I had planned it, but I kept on reminding myself to be flexible, that, you know, even though I spent so much effort and time into trying to be strategic and planning, that, you know, even if the exact restaurant that we wanted to go to wasn't available, I just looked for a nice alternative. So I wanted to share what I had originally planned and what we ended up getting, which was pretty close to everything. So, so the first day, our travel day, we're staying at the Dolphin Hotel. Okay, so first thing I wanted to say is that I originally thought that because the Dolphin Hotel is on the property, that I got exactly the same benefits as an actual Disney hotel. Okay, just to backtrack a little bit, I purchased our trip on CostcoTravel.com. It was an amazing deal, but they don't work directly with Disney hotels. So the Dolphin is on property, and so Costco told me I got to make dining reservations 180 days in advance, fast passes 60 days in advance, and that's all true. But for people staying at an actual Disney hotel on property, not only do they get the 180 days, but they get 10 extra days. So like the first day I woke up for my to make my dining reservations, if I was staying at an actual Disney hotel, I would have been able to book every single meal of my entire trip. But in my case, I had to wake up every single day to get the reservation for that day. But it did all work out. So the first day I had planned on our travel day to eat dinner there at the hotel at the Garden Grove. So I got that. That was not a hard reservation to get, but I was a little concerned that they would only have characters on the weekends. Well, no, they have characters every night, so that's great. And then day one, I keep looking down at my paper. Day one, I wanted to go to 1900 Park Fair and then Ohana for dinner. Well, this is my first hiccup. 1900 Park Fair, that was fine, got the reservation, but Ohana was booked. So I didn't know what to do. So I scrambled online and I found that the Kona, I believe it's called, restaurant is pretty close to Ohana and like the style of food. So I booked that, but then I decided to scratch that reservation and I booked at El Molino, which is also at our hotel because my husband really wants to go there. That not being able to get into Ohana for dinner kind of scared me, and so the third day or day two of the parks, we had originally planned to go to Animal Kingdom because I thought my daughter, who will be 2 at the time, would really enjoy the Animal Kingdom. She really likes it when we go to the zoo, but I was worried about getting other hard to get reservations. So now on day 2, we're going to Epcot and we're going to Akershus, I'm not sure how you say it correctly, but Akershus for breakfast and then for dinner to Via Napoli. So that's really great because those are 2 places that I wanted to go. I'm watching Mercy on my baby monitor, but those are 2 places that I really wanted to go, just on a different day. So that worked out fine. Day 3, we're going to Hollywood Studios, and I wanted to go to Hollywood and Vine, the Sci-Fi Snack Bar, and then to Morimoto Asia and Disney Springs for dinner. Well, I got Hollywood and Vine and Morimoto's Asia, but Sci-Fi Snack Bar was sold out. So I'm really kind of bummed about that one because I just think it looks really neat. You like sitting in cars, and people come and wait on you and in the car, and I think they've got screens like with TV or shows on. But that's sold out, so can't do that one. And again, I'm just being flexible. It's no big deal. I really thought that it was going to be too much food that day anyway, because I kind of have to work around naps with Mercy, and so we were going to kind of squeeze in sci-fi snack bar, like maybe for a milkshake and burger. So we don't get to do that. Oh well, I guess we'll have to go back next year. Then day 4, I had originally planned to go back to the Magic Kingdom and go to Chef Mickey's for brunch. I had heard good things about brunch, and then we were gonna do El Molino that evening. Well, looking at the schedule and thinking ahead to reserving the Fast Pass rides, I thought that doing brunch would just be too much, because I knew that my husband would want to take that morning to sleep in, and so we wouldn't want to go to the park before we went to Chef Mickey's, and so I decided to make that reservation just for breakfast. And then that night we got reservations for Ohana, so I was so thrilled about that, because I just think that it looks like a really neat restaurant, and I love Polynesian food, and it's like a pretty classic restaurant, I think, to go to at Disney. So day 5, we were going to go to Epcot and do the Acro Shoes and be in Napoli. Well, now we're going to Animal Kingdom, and then for dinner we're going to go to the Rainforest Cafe, and that's what I had originally wanted to do on day 2. So just kind of switched around the schedule. And then for our last day, we're going to spend it at Magic Kingdom, and I wanted to go to breakfast at Crystal Palace and dinner at Liberty Tree. Well, neither one of those worked out. And I was like, Michael, what do you want to do? I made my husband look at all these different menus, and then I had been trying to maybe squeeze in Be Our Guest for lunch, and it was just, every time I looked at Be Our Guest, it was sold out. And I looked on this date, and there was availability for breakfast. And I was really excited about that, because I think it looks really neat in there. I have heard that breakfast is kind of like overpriced, and the Beast only comes to Be Our Guest at dinner, so we're not going to get to see the Beast. But I think that the inside of the restaurant looks really neat, and it's just something that I wanted to see for myself. So we're going there for breakfast. I'm so excited. And then for dinner, we're going to go to the Garden Grill, so back to Epcot. So dinner, we've tended to be more flexible, because we don't need to stay at the park the whole time, because we're probably, depending on how Mercy does at the parks, we're probably going to go back to the hotel so that she can have a good nap. And the Dolphin Hotel is pretty close to Epcot, so I think that will work out really nicely. And then the last thing that I'm probably going to change is our flight home. Oh my gosh, our flight is like at 10:30 in the morning or something like that, and that is just going to be way too early. So I'm definitely going to look into moving that back, just so that we can just maybe stay for another morning in the Disney bubble, even though I'm sure by that time we'll be ready to come home. But so that is how everything went, a little flexibility on our part. And another thing I wanted to say, which I discovered yesterday morning, I tried making my reservations at 5:45 a.m. because Mercy woke me up, so I was already up, and I wanted to just see if it would work, and it did. So my advice to people is, definitely get online. And I tried it maybe another day, and it didn't work when I was already up. But my advice would be, if you're up, just test it out, see if the app will let you go on and make the reservation, because mine did. I don't know if somebody's like flipping a switch and maybe they just hit the switch early, but it was nice to like just have it out of the way. And I think next time we go back, I'm definitely going to look at staying at an actual Disney hotel, because that is a nice perk, to be able to just wake up one morning early and make all of your reservations. And I don't know if it's like that for the fast passes too, but I guess in 4 months I'm going to be waking up every morning to get our fast passes as well. But I'm sure it'll be worth it when we get to the parks and everything's like laid out for us, ready to do. The only other thing that I've done to plan is that I went ahead and made a reservation for Mercy to have her first haircut at Harmony Barbershop. She's technically already had her first haircut, but it was just like the long birth hair that was kind of scraggly at the back. So she still has pretty long hair, and I think that I'll definitely be able to hold off another 6 months until her first real haircut at Harmony Barbershop. It looks so cute online. Yeah, so that's it. That's our plan so far. If you like this vlog, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in following along on our first time Disney vacation. We're really excited. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.